Buckle up, Buttercup. Live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the GloucesterCast podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
Close that. And, oh my God, we are very slow. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right with you. And just getting into the podcast, to the blog. And publish. Once we close all these windows, I think we'll be a lot better. And that looks like it's published. Oh, wait. Cancel publish again, just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
GloucesterCast.
There it is.
68.
All right. We are published, and we are live, and I think you can hear me. Good morning. I know we're a little late, but I think it's going to be worth the wait because we are here at our most beautiful, absolutely most beautiful, without question, set that we've ever been on at the One Ocean, One Love HQ with Jamie Matheson, Scotty Mack.
Good morning.
Chris Lagakanopoulos.
Gets better every time.
Every time. Nicole Schraft. And first timer on the podcast, Annie Rochon. Yeah. Woo. And Annie Rochon is going to be keeping track of the shares. We have 2 epic prizes, sharing prizes from One Ocean Shop. So get in and share it and type share it and you'll be entered.
Speaking of prizes, Joe, Annie Rochon has got to be one of the top prize winners of all time, along with Mike Bertolino.
Swag around my
house. A lot of swag. Yeah.
She brought a treasure trunk full of all the prizes that she's won over the years here.
She did. So
she's wearing them all.
Yeah.
Well, I paid for this.
Yeah.
It was not given to me.
It's very nice. Very nice. Your hair is over the logo, though.
Sorry.
Other side.
It's the other side.
So your left side.
Yeah,
There you go.
A little more.
A little more. Just throw it right over
It's a
your
work in
shoulder.
progress.
You got it. We know what it looks like.
It's Sunday.
Sunday.
So
If I need to get an East Coast hat, I might just...
So I just wanted to do a shout out to Cape Ann weather, July weather here. This is what we're looking at for the upcoming week. Everybody is suicidal right now, especially boaters. But it looks like it looks like it potentially may clear up today. So let's see, 40% chance of rain today. You know, I find that the Apple weather app stinks.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's really
It's
terrible.
awful.
Cape Ann weather guy is really the guy we got to go by. I should have contacted him this morning, but I didn't.
What do you mean when you ask Siri what today's weather will be?
No, the weather app, the one that comes loaded on your iPhone, it's not very accurate.
I always just ask Siri and it comes up, and it actually voice activates and tells you.
Yeah, well there you go.
That's a good one.
So Jamie, your spot here is HQ. You do a lot of your production here. Your main retail outlet, and you're also online, we should mention.
Yeah, yep.
But your main retail outlet is in Rockport, right?
Correct, yeah. So we do all of the printing out of the Gloucester spot. We used to be open to the public for a brief time, and we've thankfully grown so much, but unfortunately it's meant that we've had to take over all of the space down in the studio space here strictly for production. So we only do resale out of our Rockport store. However, we do have our online store, and you can opt for pickup here. So I'll just place the order either inside the door, outside the door, arrange a time with you. You can come grab it. You don't have to pay for shipping. And it's a pretty convenient spot to pick stuff up.
I do that same thing, but sometimes I'm like in the winter when I have time off, I have the pickup spot at my house. Then in the summer, I have the pickup spot down the wharf, and it's like a little confusing for me. But
that's great for people who aren't like going to Rockport to spend an entire day.
Yeah.
They really just want something from you, and they don't want to go fight that traffic or whatever.
Right, and I know
Parking and shopping
exactly the common complaint I hear is parking's tough. So pull right up, pick up your item, and you're good to go.
The no charge for no shipping on that is awesome too.
Somebody saying
Well, it's no charge for no shipping if you pick it up.
That's what
There
I'm
is
saying.
a-
That's
yeah.
that's
You can-
the
It's a great
convenience.
option.
When you
Thanks for
check
pointing
out
that
under
out,
the
Joe.
shipping options,
Great option, yeah.
Yeah, when you
love
check
it.
out under the shipping options, you can choose if you toggle. You
Excellent.
can choose curbside pickup.
What are the options? I use local pickup for a nominal charge, shipping, which is a little bit more because shipping now is crazy.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty
then the local pickup, which there's no charge at all.
Yeah, and we do. I believe right now it's free shipping over 100 or 75. I
Oh,
honestly
good.
can't remember. We'll do promos where it's free shipping site wide or free shipping with 50. But right now, like you said, with shipping being so expensive, right now we do free shipping with 75 or 100. Don't go.
And I love your promos too. I get the emails. And
Oh, thank you.
Every time that there's something going on at One Ocean, you get, and it's free to sign up for it too.
Yeah.
So that you get those alerts
And you get a discount on your first order.
and a discount.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have to give Sarah all the credit for that though. Sarah does all of our marketing and all of our social media, and she's
Saltwater Sarah.
Saltwater Sarah. We actually had a post go viral recently. It's had over a million views.
That's,
It's been controversial.
Oh,
why?
It's a reel of Winger Chic Beach. That's it.
So what's the controversial part?
That we shared that Winger Chic Beach exists.
Nobody knew it existed before.
Right.
Yeah.
Same people.
that's
don't
like the movie
us.
The Beach with
Yeah.
Leonardo
Yeah,
DiCaprio.
right.
You're not supposed to do that. I mean, it's just like the
I
amusement
know the
park
beach is
putting
not
up
to
all
share. I know the beach is not to talk
Finger
about.
chic is not
I
necessarily
think it's a public beach, as far as I know. I think
I'd like
it's
to say the comments would shock you, but the comments would not shock
Sadly,
you.
they weren't. They won't. I had to stop because I'm like, I can't handle. I'm like,
Speaking-
oh, they don't like me. They don't-
Speaking of comments
it
that
too
would not
personally.
shock you, I think we all predicted it last night. We were all together last night, except for Sky, but we were all together, and we all agreed that the screaming Mimi Karens were going to go sideways on the committee that had to make the call on having the fireworks or not having the fireworks. We all said we knew that these people were going to come out of the woodwork, the worst people on the planet, the people that generally don't volunteer for anything and always are the second guessers. So we
They
are
always have something to say too,
right.
at
Yeah.
no merit.
That's right. So absolutely, Scott. Great point. So we also made a pact that we are going to defend this group that had to make this decision because everybody here is a doer. Nicole, I know you're a doer. Annie Roshan's a doer. You obviously a doer. Scotty's involved in a million things. Chris is involved in a million things. There are times that there are deadlines, and there is money already spent, and there is organizations that are involved with the event that have to move on to the next thing, and they are making decisions with the information that they have, and I can promise you that these people are not going out of their way to waste people's money or to make bad decisions. They are presented with the information and they're making the best decisions that they think they can. And unfortunately, last week it called for that terrible weather. It turned out beautiful. They had the rain date in their back pocket. So I think given the circumstances, I would have made the same decision last week, because give it the time frame that they needed, and they needed to make the call, and then it didn't work out in their favor. So this was the final. This was the rain date, and it just didn't work out for them. But
Also, when I have to make decisions like this in my life, they don't usually involve tons of explosives. So, like if I need to cancel a birthday party or something, it's not like usually life-threatening. And they were very clear that you cannot, once they're set up, you cannot move them.
Yeah, I didn't.
And they have to be set up 24 hours.
It's
in
a full
advance or that
setup, full day
morning.
of
So,
setup.
like, there's also that.
Right,
Like,
that was something I
it's
didn't
not
realize.
undoable.
Even though it cleared up last weekend later in the day, it takes a full day to set them up,
And
and
you
it was
can't-
raining earlier.
right.
So I didn't even think of that, and that's common sense. I
And
mean,
then
but-
you can't take them apart once you
I was
set
on my
them.
Right.
walk yesterday morning, and they were setting up early yesterday morning, and they, it's not like they could put it back in the box.
yeah,
It's out.
yeah,
yeah, and it's explosives.
yeah.
Exactly.
Right? And like, do you want them? Have you ever seen those videos with a firework?
Oh my God.
I mean, if you've seen those, then you know you don't want them rushing through the procedure, right?
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should take the top. I don't want to say. I was going to call them a particular name.
Oh yeah, and then cross out their names. Right.
We should take the top people who complained the most last night, this morning online, and they can disassemble a really large firework production, like, and so you can do it the fastest.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're out there cleaning up all the debris
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Just wonder.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were picking up after
Probably
the festival and
N-O.
Absolutely.
I think we're all in
worst,
agreement on
the
this.
worst human beings.
Correct me if I'm wrong in saying this, but I think we're all in agreement that the fireworks were lackluster because of the fog. The decision-making process was very difficult, and those people probably felt terrible having to make that decision
There's a
anyway.
committee of over 30 people.
Yeah, I
You
mostly
know?
feel bad for
It's not
them
like
because
a-
it was the 400th. It was supposed to be awesome. I feel bad for everyone.
You know?
And
So everyone can donate somewhere, I'm not sure where, to make sure that the fireworks that take place during the Schooner Festival are unbelievably
Yep.
epic.
Right.
We're getting comments
We have
when we
zero
switch back and
shares,
forth.
just
No, so you
FYI,
know, when we
Joey.
switch back and forth, it's freezing a little bit. So be
Okay.
judicious with it.
Okay.
We have 0 shares, so
So you know what? Well, you know how we get shares? We get shares by showing it. So
Oh, yeah.
let's
Hang on.
let's do a little. Let's do a little.
yeah, Chris model them.
Chris is gonna do it right here. So we're at One Ocean, One Love, the headquarters,
Thank you, Uncle Jesse.
and these are some products that Jamie this year's stuff that Jamie is selling, and all this I've always maintained it's one of my top 3 or 4 go-to spots for if you need a holiday present for somebody, and you're gonna give us a little preview of some
Yeah.
of the best sellers this year.
Yeah, so our 2 newest, and I've been having hard time finding time to design new things, but these are our 2 newest additions. The East Coast we've had for a couple years now, but we just added it in a hat because it's such a popular style. This hat is awesome. We love it. Good fit. This is the same one, the shark outline one. This will be one of our giveaways. This one we cannot keep in stock. There you go. Is a clam sweatshirt.
Clams.
We have this in a hoodie
Clams.
as well because it's been so busy. And we made Chris a one-of-a-kind V-neck, which now unfortunately will no longer be a one-of-a-kind, so it'll also be available in a V-neck. The hoodie's not up on the website yet because we printed those yesterday.
Oh wow.
So they are available. I will make them available online after the podcast. However, they are in store right now.
So the website is what?
OneOceanOneLoveShop.com.
Boom. There you go.
Now,
I can't tell you how many times I see your designs out in the general public.
Right?
I
And
feel
it's
like
such a
so
good
proud
feeling
when I see
because
that.
I support you, and to see all massive amounts of people supporting you is a great feeling, I'm sure.
I mean, I still get excited when I see a bumper sticker on a car with our logo on it, or
I-
one of our bumper stickers.
Yeah.
I feel the same
It's
way.
it's very exciting. I don't think it'll ever get old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got One Ocean, One Love. Castaways does great merch.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend Enza Iacano, Lobster Trap Gifts does great merch. You know, I think
You're no slouch.
I'm no slouch. I think
Your
I
merch.
hold my own.
Your merch.
But I think it's
Oh, I
all.
like
It's
the
so much
lobster
fun, and you know, I think a lot. Well, you know, this is your business. Mine is a hobby. This is her business, and it's. And
But I love
you
doing
do,
it.
and you love it.
Yeah.
And because you're a creative person, and it feeds your soul.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, to me, for me, that's how I feel. Like it's not about the money. It is literally about like I love this design, right? And I love sitting down at the computer, and the idea comes to you. And generally, my ideas come to me at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm literally editing through 5 o'clock in the morning, and hoping I can, finalize that image, whatever I want it to be, and it's so satisfying when the actual physical goods come in and you
Yep.
put it together. Like so satisfying.
Yeah. It's
Nicole, at 5 in the morning while he's doing those designs, that's about the same time that we start receiving the text thread messages.
It's like 3:35 in the morning that the texts start coming through. It is so funny because I can't put my phone on silent because I have a kid who stays out late. I have work emails I need to answer in the morning. So putting my phone on silent kind of handicaps me for the rest of my day. But I curse him about 3:38 in the morning. That and the Wordle. Some of our
yeah.
Wordle friends are doing Wordle at 3
I get the who's texting you at this hour? That's what I get.
Yeah.
It's probably Joey.
We get a lot.
It is.
We get a lot of comments. Pam Mercurial, I'm getting that clam T-shirt. I love it. Linda Foote, we have Essex Clam Place not far from us in Florida. There, Gloucester people love my Ipswich clams. Steve Conti, love Ocean. Great designs and very comfortable clothing. Getting a lot of
I
comments.
think he's wearing our merch every time I see him.
every time.
I want at least
And he
one
has-
piece, sometimes two.
It's either that or motorcycle wear.
That's true.
Yeah, the Sturgis last night.
It's the piece in your lap that those are so soft, Jamie, right? how do
Yeah,
you
these
like
are
the-
these are really
Oh,
soft.
those I love.
So soft.
The softest though
Source
that
that.
doesn't really sell well online because you can't feel it, but I think you've talked about it before, Joey, is the cuddle fleece. So the
Oh, yes,
that
this
material.
one. This right here.
Those those sell like crazy
Oh.
in the store, but if you see them online, you can't tell just
Right.
how soft they
How
are.
do you
Yeah.
source it when you're? Do you have to go somewhere and pick that material, or do you get
No,
samples?
we get samples. Our rep will send us samples. We use a website that's Blank Distributors,
Oh,
and
okay.
this one I stumbled across and
'Cause that,
just kind of
that
got it.
beach bum is amazing.
Yeah, nice and soft.
Oh, it's
yeah.
amazing.
Do you ever have sample sales?
All the time. Our
Do
sales
you?
section in
Okay.
Rockport is massive. Like we
Great.
usually have a stockpile in the back to like replenish it because we have so many.
Oh, you
It's
heard it.
often mistakes I've made or samples that I've gotten that we didn't.
That's
decide
great to know,
add.
people.
Yeah.
The worst. Making a mistake, like misplacing
I
or
made so
having
many
some.
on
The first time I ever did a transfer, I was so eager to fucking see how it was gonna come out, and it was fucking crooked off of the thing. It was
Oh, all the time.
And I was like, it was a quarter zip. And, the blank probably cost me $25.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You need a
threw
sales
it.
section.
I
Yeah,
threw it.
I'm gonna tell you
Huh?
something.
You should have a sales section.
I can't sell that. I can't. I
You
could
can,
sell
you
it for
could, a discount.
$10
But
or
if you
whatever.
saw someone
When you
walking
just-
around
I'm
with
sorry.
it, you would freak
Yeah,
out
that's a
if
good
you saw
point.
it.
I hate that.
Yeah, I
If
wouldn't
you saw
want my.
someone with
Yeah,
your thing.
not right. Yeah.
Can you print something else over it? Get like a solid heat transfer and then print on top of
you
that?
know, that's not a bad idea. I
Yeah.
could put a patch over it.
Yeah, patch. There you go.
Ooh.
Always thinking.
Hey, up top.
Yeah.
Thank
got
you very much.
Inside trade
waste
secrets.
not.
30 years when the first one falls off. Like, what?
Well, my favorite is early on. I was block printing early on, and I used to do all the block printing out of my kitchen. After coming home from working at the aquarium, I'd get home at 8 o'clock at night and print orders that I got on. We were on Etsy at the time, and I had this whale that looked like Fudgy the whale. It was like a sperm whale, and it was very simple. I printed it upside down. So then I printed a plain block over it, and then I printed something else over that. But you could see all of it, and it's now my favorite. I still have
Upside
it.
Oh, that's
down
cool.
whale.
Upside down whale
Yeah.
is-
That's almost like the upside down plover.
Well,
I
it's,
was gonna say
oh,
that.
I think you were gonna say pineapple.
Well, no, hey, I like your thought process. There you
Well,
go.
that's kind of where I thought you were going with it.
So we're gonna do a little rundown here. Ed Collins with us, Michael Bertolino, Linda Foote. I think that's the first time for Linda Foote. I haven't seen her on before. Pat McNally, Nita Margariti, your mom,
Oh, hi, Mom.
Joanne Wood, Steve Conti, and Kathy Matthews Rogers, Elaine Kelly Kirkman. Excuse me for squinting because my screen is kind of washed out here from the sun. Michael Bertolino, where are we?
Marie Pelletier
Oh, we got a
is
bunch of shares
watching.
now, huh? Pam
He's
Mercurio.
from Northern Maine.
How about the lurkers in the crowd, Joe? The lurkers out there online. If you haven't chimed in, tell us where you're coming in from. Where you're watching from.
Absolutely.
Just what town, what state? It could be, what secret lair.
This is such a I just love being outside here like this. This is awesome. We're in Cripple Cove. Yep, and this is so we have a graphic. I want to hear everybody's input on this. I gotta find the graphic.
I'm surprised the do-gooders haven't canceled Cripple Cove yet.
Oh, no kidding. All right, so here's something I ran across. And
Just call it cold.
it takes a long time to. Okay, so this
saying.
guy.
CC.
Slightly injured.
So this guy on Twitter said he tweets this: daughter of someone I'm close with just became the first person in her family to ever graduate from college. 2 weeks into her first job, she's already planning to ask for a week off in late July. This guy says not a wise career move, but I don't think she knows better because he's saying because none of her parents went to college. Do I say anything? We're going to start with Nicole.
Yes.
You say you do say something.
Yes, you say something and you say, look, might not be the best idea. Don't criticize, don't make me feel bad, but that's just, that's not and I see that a lot these days. That's all I'll say about that. But, when hiring, I don't want to go too far into that just because I don't want to, but
Yeah.
I think that's a common theme sometimes these days is that people don't appreciate, the position they've been given and think that taking time off is okay. So I would
Yeah.
say something.
How about you?
Well, if they said something when they were in the hiring process, which is what I did when I started a new job in October and we had a wedding in December, and I told them I have to take a week off. We have it paid for. no problem.
Right.
And I haven't taken a vacation.
That's the way
day
to go about it.
But if you're planning on it, normally when you're going on vacation, it's planned, right?
Yeah.
So, but if it's just a random, I'm taking some time off after that short of time, I would say something.
Yeah.
Jamie?
I was actually going to say the same thing. When we hire people, we always ask, like, do you have any planned dates in your future that you need off? And then that way, like, we're giving them the opportunity to say, yes, I need X, Y, Z. And it doesn't necessarily factor into our hiring process, but if they start asking for time off immediately, it doesn't leave a good taste in me. But it's a different situation. We have a 4-month season, so.
Right, that's right, yeah.
Right.
All right.
Go ahead, Jay.
My opinion is that time off has to be earned. Not everybody gets a trophy type of situation just because you feel like you're entitled. That's the biggest problem I feel today of kids in the generation. They feel entitled to everything, and I should have July off because this is going to be fun. Absolutely not. Do have the talk with them and teach them a lesson off the bat in life. Pass on a mentorship somehow. That's it for me.
That's it for you. I would not say anything because I just think that they would resent me. When I posted this on the blog, there was a group of people, and I hate to characterize them, but like there's this gang of people there, and they lean left and they're nice people and everything like that. But like it seems like whenever there's like a hot button, like liberal topic, or and then there's the same group of hard right people, they all like kind of like. They show up en masse, and they all like it's like an echo chamber of their thoughts.
Is this the same crew that had something to say about the fireworks?
No. Okay. These are nice people and everything. I'm not saying. I'm just saying they were all in lockstep. That saying, that the basically you should be teaching your employers that they need to respect you and give you this time. It was more opposite of what you said, not earned. It's like entitled.
Right, yeah.
Entitled, and
how are they going to ever learn?
I'm going to tell you, I would say something if it was my own daughter, but I wouldn't say it to a friend's daughter.
That I agree with.
Yeah.
That I agree with.
That's how I would handle it.
You might talk to the parent and give the parent advice of how to handle it, but not directly to the person.
Pat McNally says most places that knew the time off would be unpaid, as no PTO earned yet, but depends on approval and reason. So I'm not in the corporate world, so I really don't. I don't really know how it works, to be honest.
Yeah, you don't earn PTO.
I think it would be fine if they asked up front, if they got hired and they said, I've got a week coming up. As far as advising them, I mean, you could advise them. I'm kind of with you. Like, you can say, hey, this might not be the best idea, but this is an important, your first job. You learn these things by making mistakes along the way, and I think that these are important lessons as you're getting into the corporate world or whatever. So you could give them a gentle push, or I would give a gentle push. I certainly wouldn't tell them what to do.
No, I wouldn't tell them what to do. But
advice is always welcome rather than a scolding.
Yeah. But I would definitely say it to my daughter. I would 1,000%. I'd be like, "Are you?" Yeah, I would
You
be.
could say it with your facial expressions.
And I have to be honest with you. I have a fairly strong sense that my daughter would not do that anyway. Like I don't think I don't think I would have to have that conversation with her. So there's that. Darlene Moulton says, have a conversation about the best way to ask for and not expect. You can't always get what you want. Nina Margarita says, I wouldn't say anything. It's a learning experience as well, she said. So, yeah, I thought that was interesting.
There's Mom. Thanks for letting me not go corporate, Mom.
There you go. There's that. Nicole, this is one of your topics. I think, is there a graphic too? I'm going to have to find the graphic for this. And the topic, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to send it over there. So, Nicole, the topic is, what would your personalized ice cube say? If you got personalized ice cubes, what would you have on that personalized ice cube?
Yeah, I didn't come up with an answer. I forget the ones that so you can like monogram ice cubes essentially. Like for like bourbon glasses or whatnot, you can get like the mold and make your ice cubes. Have either like your significant other's initials or whatever. I thought they were the cutest things ever. Great gift. But people were putting like Hope
Try brightening your screen, Jamie
whatever,
said.
dream, whatever their word was of the rocks, of the wisdom rocks.
Yeah.
I don't know what mine would be.
Depends on the day, I
know, have to
imagine.
come back to that. Something inspiring and note bottom of my glass.
So it's like whole phrases you can put on there, or like just whole words?
Yeah, I don't know if the size of the mold was customizable. You could have the ones I saw had words. Sure.
So what does it say?
What
She
would
doesn't
mine say?
know.
I don't
Yeah.
just threw it up.
I thought that was the question.
It is. The question is, what would people's ice cream have?
A long-winded non-answer.
And I'll say I don't melt.
What they were.
I don't melt.
Baby.
It would be.
A word for an ice cube.
So anybody?
Smile.
Let's smile. I'm at maximum maximum brightness right now.
You are.
Yeah.
Jamie, how about you? What would your ice
I
cube
don't
say?
know. I'd probably just do fun, like, I don't know, plant designs or something.
Plant designs?
I don't know. I'd want like fun decor on them, not necessarily words.
Yeah. I think I would do my thirsty seagull design. My seagull with the X in the eye, the drunk seagull.
My ice cube. My ice cube would probably say, "Suck on this."
Ooh, something
That's
on
a
this.
lot. That's a lot.
Maybe it
Gonna
could be
need a big glass.
Maybe it could be all different ice cubes. So one could say suck, one could say on.
It's a whole set.
Yeah.
Yes, you need more than one ice cube. Being an
It's like-
ice optimist,
this
Joe.
is a tough one. Maybe I'd just go with like a mold of Vanilla Ice's face.
Well, I just said ice cream. What about a salad? What about a salad?
Good. I like it.
Can I tell a Chris story for a second?
Yeah.
Well,
Don't change it because
so
we're having
it's
problems.
Not, it's not actually Chris. It's a Kathy story. But last
Oh,
night
boy.
we were together, and in the background, Kathy and I were talking, and we heard Chris say charcuterie board a few times.
Charcuterie?
Charcuterie board, and we both started laughing at the same time. So I can't. So Kathy's like, I can't even say that word. And then Kathy told the story about asking Chris one day we must talk about them often because she was, which I find really funny. But she's like, yeah, I asked Chris last time he said charcuterie board if he could find like the little like where they break up the words with the slashes to tell you how to enunciate certain words. She's like, yeah, can you find that like on the dictionary or whatever? So I learned how to pronounce charcuterie board. And she said, while you're at it, can you give me one for your last name as well?
I actually did give one. I did give one to Kathy for my last name actually
Right?
many
For all
months
of us.
ago.
Oh,
Like
you
I
did?
just here we go. Here's how you break it up. I'm not giving it to you because I don't want to change a thing here. I mean, you nailed it.
Epic.
So he does.
Charcuterie.
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 I like that we put a T in it.
Yeah, I love it.
I
Yeah.
might say it like that forever.
Charcuterie. I don't know.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah.
So,
I can't
so some people lose the R, the charcuterie, some charcuterie.
Yeah.
Charcuterie.
Not the first R. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean the first R, not the second R.
Right. It's bananas. There's that. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to mention this particular person because he may or may not hold a position within the city. But we oh my God, look at the cat hair on my hat. My Lord. DC shedding like a motherfucker. So the sorry can't boat by. He suggested that I make an adjustment to it, and so I'll back up a little bit. I'm sorry. So there are people in my life that have seen this hat.
Timmy!
Oh, nice job, Timmy. Timmy legendary Timmy Matheson has joined us. So people have come up to me with the hat, with the saying, "Sorry, can't boat by." Very simplifying everything for us boaters that get invited to lousy things, right? And what I've noticed is that non-boaters, there is a fine line of people that completely get this hat and appreciate this hat and like laugh at this hat, and then there's people that are dumbfounded by the hat, and they're not boaters, obviously, right?
So I made a comment to you when I first got this one from you that I sometimes feel like I should have like the X across it because
Yeah, the reverse of
more
it.
often than not, I hear this
Right.
from all my friends who all have really nice boats. I love my boatie. I love my. Thank you, Warren. I love my skiff. I'm having motor issues right now, and it's not necessarily running right now. So I hear this today. I'm going to hear this when I have to bartend at 4:45, and all my friends are at the beach. So
Sorry.
sometimes I, like,
Sorry,
I'm on
can't
the
boat
wrong
by.
end of this.
The people that
What was
complain.
the
So the suggestion was for these people that still continue to invite you to stupid things during when it's a beautiful
On a long
boat
weekend.
beautiful boat day
Oh, the worst.
is sorry can't fuck off instead of sorry
Oh,
can't boat by.
See, I like. Can I make it? I like.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't boat by, but I think change by to day.
Sorry can't boat day. Boat
yeah.
day.
Right.
Well, boat day. Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
I like both. You can maybe make a.
She's
make
got a
both.
good point right there.
or
I
just
like that.
sorry, can't boating.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it could.
Or just
and
boat.
then see the whole beauty of the thing is to simplifying it to the. It's like you can't get it any more simple. Sorry.
I think
Period.
someone's
Can't
gonna steal that
fo-
and use it in
boat.
winter. Sorry, can't ski.
Well, a lot of people. So there's more people that are beachers than boaters.
Right.
So when I posted the hats for sale, there were so many people that said, if that said beach, I'd be all over that hat.
Make another one.
Sorry, can't beach by. Don Artizzoni, you have to get him to say, sorry, can't beach by. We're like, okay.
You could just use summer, then it covers all the
Yeah.
categories.
Oh, yeah, there you
Sorry, I can't. It's not.
There you go. There's that. Says that. So I want to hear from every. We're gonna go around, and Timmy, you're gonna be included in this question. We're gonna go right to you. Here's the question: what is your go-to boating day? Like, what is your what shop do you go to try to tackle all outside of the booze, like the food part of your boating day? Where's your go-to move to get your food for the boat?
To get like food?
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to Jeff's Variety and grab a sandwich right there. It's great.
Great spot.
Call up ahead of time. You go there, and Jeff's a great guy, and go in there, pick it up, and you're gone. They're great sandwiches.
We did Jeff's Variety yesterday. Phenomenal.
Yep.
Scalafani's does a great job too now.
That Scalfani's is on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 for 2 right there. Nicole?
Sadly, I used to go to Willow Rest
Uh,
sometimes, and then sometimes I just go to Destino's. I mean,
Willow Rest not necessarily for us on the way to anything.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's depending on where you live, like would say we generally where you because boating time you get up that morning, you just want to get to the boat and go. Jamie, what's your move?
For the same reason, I often go to Destino's because it's easier and it's close to everything, close to here. I love. We did yesterday some poke bowls from Breakwater Poke,
wow.
which was a nice change up because I don't always want to sub. There's not a lot of options for me since I don't eat meat. But
Great idea.
but yeah, that was great. It was simple. Like my sister-in-law loved it, and it was clean, crappy after
That's an
eating
awesome
it.
Had it for
idea.
lunch and dinner.
Yeah,
Eat the whole
they're
thing,
so
yeah.
big. I know, they're not
well,
they're not
thank
as
you.
cheap as a sub, but we got 2 meals out of it.
Yep.
So, and I add a little mixed greens to mine, and then
Why,
you
thank
feel
you.
healthy.
You're not. Are you?
It was so
I thought you were
big.
talking about the salad.
I know. I get that a lot. It's so
Oh,
big.
boy.
So, yeah.
I hate you.
the relentless sleeve. She brought a real salad with ham on it. 95-degree day for the Lobster Fest last
That's
year.
true. This is true.
And the ham was rolled up, and like an hour into the day, the sun was just beaming on it, and the ham looked like it was a rainbow. It's
Like
the-
cold cut ham?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Who
I don't
puts that
recall
on?
this.
Salmonella ham it was.
yeah, that's.
Yeah.
You know what's speaking of Willow Rest, I just got into it last year, and now I'm sad that they didn't have it anymore. But Sarah used to always she'd bring a roll, whatever roll you want, and then she'd bring the lobster meat that Willow Rest did.
Yep.
Oh my! And you just assemble it there, so it's not like soggy or anything. Oh my God, it was so good.
So this was at the beach day where we had lots of lobster and TJ and people were open. It was delicious. I also brought a massive tray of chicken wings and everyone was eating. I don't know why I thought salad would be okay, but it was I just wanted to bring more than
Maybe
one
not
thing. I was
this
like,
year.
salad would be great, right? Some people like salad, Jamie.
All right, nice hot
Any
salad.
Rochon?
I bring salads to the beach a lot, but maybe not for the whole.
The meat was like
Party.
charred, yeah.
Annie Rochon, what's your go-to?
So, excuse me, if it's on a Saturday, it's Virgilio's. Pardon me,
Why Saturday?
because they're not open on Sunday.
Okay, all right, that's
Ah.
all right. See, this is good information. Go
Absolutely,
ahead,
yeah.
Public service.
Saturday is Virgilio's, and Sunday is Jeff's Variety.
Jeff's Variety does a great job. Scotty, did you go yet?
No.
Well, go ahead, buddy.
I'm going to go and defer to this one as a boat rule overall on my decision-making process. I'm taking my boat out, and people invite themselves or I invite them. I leave it up to the people that are coming. What would you like? I'm stopping at the store. We're gonna get sandwiches. We're gonna bring beer. We're gonna bring ice. But for the sandwiches, I almost defer to the guests that are coming that they want to bring something and for the boat ride.
Yeah. Well, the guys should.
Right. But I defer to that.
They
So I
should
don't
do the
really have
right
a
thing.
specific. But I agree with the other answers so far.
So you don't have an answer.
Yeah, he doesn't have. So far, if he's going out by himself, he just starves. If he goes out by himself.
Right.
So
All
that's
right. If I had to put an answer down for this, I go right as well.
Yeah. Bye.
You know,
Great
I've
great
never
service.
been to Chef's Variety.
And you can call ahead.
I've
They
heard
have
about
your
it for
sandwich ready
years.
for you.
I've never been.
So if you're driving by it, it doesn't look like much.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like, like this old school little, variety store, right? But the sandwiches he makes is with love. Like,
And
puts a
we
lot
get
of.
platters, like we go to a party and we do the roll-up platters. Like they have like a variety of them, or they have like the Thanksgiving one is unbelievable.
And
So
Thursday and Friday, you're not paying $75 for a lobster roll. It's $9.99 or $10.99.
My sub for the boat, he told me that they sold like 180 lobster rolls. Some like
Wow.
ungodly
Yeah,
number.
really good.
Ungodly number. I absolutely love their poke. And you go to Breakwater, but I think I'm going to take it to a different spot because Kanaka Poke will sell you
Just the meat.
just the meat already done. So you can get like 2 or 3 containers by the pound of just the meat.
Yeah.
And that's pretty epic too.
No, they're great too. I think it's like 2 different styles,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
nice. But
They're
I
both
love
great.
that they sell it you can buy it like that.
Yeah.
Then you can make it yourself at home and you just go get the.
Yeah, but I'm saying for the boat though, it takes up less space, right?
Right.
You have that one container.
Right.
Keep it nice and chilled, buried in ice. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about Kanaka and Breakwater, right? Like they're so close together, but they're different enough that they both have a reason for being. Like, and you go to both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them both. So.
We're lucky that we have both of them. We're lucky that we have so many places here,
Speaking
breakfast
of that,
places in
Blue
particular.
Collar makes a couple poke bowls that are really good.
They're good. That's my the blue
yeah.
collar.
Blue Collar makes.
If I'm gonna eat at Blue
tuna and
Collar,
a shrimp one.
yeah. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
forgot about
Yeah, no,
that.
they're very good.
Yeah.
That's my go-to meal at Blue Collar.
Blue Collar.
Because it's not fried. It's not if you're drinking. You know what I mean? Like just one more knockout punch. That it's bright. You know what I
It's
mean?
plentiful too. It's
It
a
is.
big bowl.
Yeah, you don't feel like a jerk afterwards.
Sure.
Michael Ancevic says, "Did you tell Joey you need a new one because yours blew off on the way back from Boston yesterday?"
He was just
Oh,
You lost a
so
hat?
he's referring to the hat, and I did mention it before in pre-show, but we didn't really get to the story. I'll tell the story real quick. Was on Michael Ancevic's boat, went to Boston, had a great day.
Ooh, nice.
Really windy, so I had turned the hat around backwards. Well, as windy as it was, it didn't blow off until Ellison went to give me a hug and ended up in the drink. And Mike says, "You want to go turn around and go get it?" I said, "Don't worry about it." I said, "Really, no problem. I'll get another one from Joey." And Joey was kind enough to say, "Yes, I have them in the truck." So
I do. I have
So
those.
someone's
I keep
gonna
them in the
find
truck.
that hat. It's gonna be like a message in a box.
So
We're gonna
Yeah.
find that hat, and we're gonna be like, I was on the beach in Revere. And
yeah, so now it's going to be.
Do you have hat clips?
No, but I was just thinking about that.
Hat clips would be cool to
Yeah.
carry. And how about
What
do you
do
have
they
do you have
clip
croquis? Do you have anything like no croquis?
No, we
I'm
used
surprised
to, and they
'cause you
didn't
kinda-
sell that well. But
Oh, really?
It might have been more of a display thing. But we've thought about it again because it's something that you.
But I'm a
really
little
need.
ratty from being around my neck for 3 or 4 years. I need to. Maybe I could put this through the wash. I don't know.
Three
sure you
Lanterns
could.
has some good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got these at 3 Lanterns.
Oh, I like
This one.
those. Little,
Yeah.
Is that wire?
Wire. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Wow, those are slick.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Those are slick.
Joey, put it through the
Speaking of
dishwasher
wire
with
ripping out your
clothespins
neck
so it
hair.
doesn't fall down.
There's a segment
Oh,
coming up.
that's a
You
good
might wanna
point.
turn off.
What'd you say?
I said, speaking of the wire getting stuck in neck hair, there's a segment coming up that you might want to.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No,
boy.
so people didn't believe. Did not believe me
Forgot about this
last night.
conversation.
So I gotta go right up to. Actually, can you put this right
Oh,
in
yeah,
front
of course.
So
Dad,
they
could
di-
you leave this one? No, I'm kidding.
No. Here's there. So that is my butt hair removal cream that I have not used yet. But McCarthy and I bought rivaling products off of Amazon. Mine got 4.5 stars, and his got 4 stars.
Who put it on, Joe?
No, we have it's unopened. It's still unopened, but we're getting to it. But last night we were at Timmy's place, and we got into this conversation. I don't know how we got into this conversation.
Hairy butthole conversation? How does that come up?
Seriously.
Oh, I remember how it came up.
How did it come up?
I mean, just
Said
like you guys
something
did
about
to Jimmy
Caitlin
when
being
you
mad at
ripped
you.
his hair off his chest. I think, well... this
Caitlin
might
was
be-
mad at me?
That's that you had not tried out your new product or something.
Oh.
Oh, geez, Caitlin.
No.
Sorry.
Sorry, can't. Waxing. Bye.
So yeah, no. So we're gonna. So I promise you, we will get to this because this is that time of year.
Not
where
on
you,
camera, right?
No. This is that time of year where you really too.
Jimmy!
Not like playing Monopoly.
Ripping Jimmy's hair off his chest.
Oh, Jimmy!
Epic episode. And he's all, he acts like he was punished. He loves being. No one loves being the center of attention more than Jim Dalpiaz. No one.
But did you
Drew still
notice
had a lot to add
both
about
Jimmy and Pat, while they were here for setup, are conspicuously absent here because they heard about the cream subject matter, so
gotta
they've
go.
left.
I would like to say it's supposed to be on the deck, stays on the deck. And yet here we are with product
we're
in
still-
hand.
we're-
talking
We're
deck
still
is-
on a deck.
This
Yeah,
deck
oh,
is
I'm
kind of
It's
connected.
deck
only
adjacent.
with lots of viewers.
It's
Does
like-
what happened in Vegas really stay
Same
in Vegas?
property.
But
No.
I honestly believe that it's
Another
get old as a man, the hair on your butthole grows, and it takes like 20 wipes to get clean. But if you had a nice,
Sunday morning breakfast talk with Joey Shimataro.
no, but that's what I'm saying.
Have you considered a bidet?
Well,
Oh,
you know what? But
Interesting.
so Drew Hale will tell you.
He had a lot to say about this.
Drew Hale will tell you that because Drew Hale does high end, like all over coastal design, beautiful build. All of his high end customers, one of their number one requirements is a bidet. And the
You
bidet.
had that as a topic that one of your everybody, said, "Oh, I wish I had one. Oh, I have one." Wasn't there?
Yeah, they
like
say
a
that
winter.
the newfangled ones are quite something.
They're like $30 on Amazon.
Yeah,
You can buy you can insert it into your.
$30.
Yeah.
It goes on your toilet.
Oh, it's an attachment.
But
Does it have a brush? Does it have a wand? What does it have?
I don't know.
It's just a little nozzle.
There's
Little rope
Uh,
to fit her in.
the little tickler right
Drew Hale would have even been a subject matter expert on the topic of Nair for sensitive areas.
Oh,
Apparently he's been doing it for a long
Oh,
time.
that's
As
right.
Nair
No,
for
that's
sensitive-
right.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
Because
for
of hockey.
yeah.
He says
hockey.
all the hockey guys use the butt hair removal cream.
Doing this right now.
I mean,
He was
very
dead.
adamant
He was
about it.
dead serious. And there's no shame. All hockey players do it because they have a lot of chafing with the
no,
equipment.
he
and
actually didn't know the reason.
No, he had no idea. He's
was
like,
like, I
I
don't
don't know
do
made
it.
us do it. It was
Joey's
sort of a
embellishing.
stuff. I
Theories.
the embellisher.
But this
I'm not known for that. That's how I.
topic was covered though at the fire party at Timmy's house last night for 4 times longer than the fireworks went off.
Yes.
4 hours. Let's go on to the next subject.
We keep driving people out from
Yeah.
from the deck and making
So Scotty has a topic right here. We're going to go to Scotty's topic. Is shopping at Market Basket the new equivalent to shopping at Ames for Gloucester residents? Want to explain that?
Yeah, it's the most value. So it's a value for clothing, equivalent for shopping there because Market Basket shop at any of the days is just absolutely insane. In the day, Ames was a full parking lot, and you couldn't get in there if you needed to go get something. So Stop and Shop for me, or the Shaw's on Eastern Ave, even though it's a little bit more, you can find a parking spot and you get your shopping experience in half the time.
All right, there you go.
If you go before 9, Mark Basset's not bad.
9?
Yeah.
And that's full on the podcast, so everybody does the same thing.
Yeah, I don't really go there.
That's
I'm
like-
with you
That's
on
Jim
that.
Daffy at seat
I'm a
14
Star-
Beauport for the Burger Night.
The Eastern Ave Shaw's is beautiful now. It's,
Yeah.
It's so clean. And
It's so expensive though.
I'm just saying.
It's
I went in
bananas. The
there
prices there
one
are
day,
are.
How
Am I
expensive are the bananas?
Triple
Organic
bananas on the
bananas or these
down.
regular bananas, Joe?
These are rotten bananas.
Rotten.
They have good produce. But crazy. I'm a Stop and Shop. He's got to stop
That's where
in
Ames
and out.
used to be.
Huh?
That's where Ames used to be.
Ames.
Yes.
Ames is
Ames.
Yeah, Ames.
dating ourselves.
That's right.
That's
Timmy,
it.
it was so easy there when I was shopping. You were in aisle.
Yeah.
Kathy's sister Mo worked there.
My mother
I have
worked
a
there for a
question.
short
Did
time
anybody
when I was
hear,
little.
it was such a busy weekend up here. This was the first weekend, the Friday and Saturday night, that the Beauport was doing their sunset roof deck parties. Anybody
that's-
go or hear anything about that?
I went
I
up.
wanna pay them
I went up. I actually took a picture of the setup. Ray and Lauren and Danielle were all up there making sure everything was going, the way they saw their vision.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, the orange high top cover tables, the spandex type material, scrim, made a great look on the aqua pool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they
yeah.
chose the right colors. It was a bit windy, so they put down their umbrellas so they wouldn't blow away. They had LED lights up there around the entire deck that they could change the colors to. The bartending staff was on point. It was a great time.
And it was open to the public.
And they had a live DJ.
For a cost, though,
It was Jimmy Esposito from 617.
How much?
He's a great DJ. So, I can't do everything. Thank you, Jimmy, for being there. That was great. But yeah, it was a good time, Chris.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to turn into a thing.
You know what? I think we ought to put a date in the books and make that happen. Yeah. Oh, live stream from there.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Good thinking, Nicole.
We do it on Saturday. I know how much you guys like to plan things on Fridays when I'm bartending.
Well, it's gonna be at night, right?
It's night.
I know, but they do it Friday and Saturday.
Well, if it's
Yeah,
what if
night.
it's a boat day though?
Boat days. Well,
Yeah, sorry, can't. Bye.
I can't.
Let me
Boat,
tell you
fuck
something
off.
else that was in the pool that I did not remember to say. A floating drink holder station, inflatable. You bring a drink in the pool and have it sitting in 40.
One of those stations like where you go to the all naked place in Jamaica, and it's you think it's a sexy time, and it's all people that you really don't want to see naked. 99%
speaking from
potentially. Yeah.
There was a good looking bunch up there. I'll give them that.
So we have a new. This is a topic. This is 2023's. I should credit Chris McCarthy with the graphic. 2023's best cities for naked biking. So we have. Let's see.
It does not surprise me that that's a Chris McCarthy topic.
There's a definitive theme throughout today's podcast, right? There's a lot of nakedness, a lot of cleaning up the areas.
All right, so here we go. Orlando, Florida, the most nudists per 100,000 residents. Miami, Florida is the second. Atlanta, Georgia, third. Fourth is Tampa, and fifth is Fort Lauderdale. Fewest nudists per 100,000 residents is Sioux Falls, South Dakota. North Las Vegas, Nevada. Hialeah, Florida. I can't read that one. And, oh my God, my eyes. Elks Grove, California.
And these are actual nudist colonies
Uh,
for bicycling?
Yeah.
Oh, this is just bicycle. It's just too hot in Las Vegas to bike.
Right, that's what I
what I
was.
would
That's
say.
exactly. You don't want to expose your bits that aren't normally exposed to the
Right.
sun, to the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
While
uncomfortable.
biking.
While biking.
Yeah, that's
Talk about chafing. A lot of.
Sounds very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Why you need
Yeah, talk about the bike seat alone.
This was like a survey?
I'd like to see what the numbers actually are, though. When they say per 100,000 people, what's the number one
Like
place?
four?
Like
Like four?
4 people per 100,000, or like
That could be totally
that
skewed.
actually want to
Right,
go
right.
biking naked?
It's not like 97.
I love it. Like when there's. I love when there's totally skewed stats and like there's something starts one year and there's one person that does it and then the next year 2 people do it. And there's a 100% increase.
trending.
It's trending.
Trending.
Like, come on, right? There's that, which is nice. So we're gonna. Do you have the list of people that shared it?
I do.
All right.
We
so
have
the,
we have actually. Yeah,
did we
shares.
mention which 2 items that were our prizes? Or we
Yeah,
just
it's the East Coast hat
the East Coast hat
and the clam sweatshirt.
and the clam.
And you can pick your size.
sweatshirt.
It's not a specific size.
And you can pick it on the sweatshirt. You can pick your size. If you share the podcast and type shared, we're gonna pick it. momentarily here, so don't forget.
So the East Coast hat, if you wear that on the West Coast, is that like a Biggie and Tupac rivalry type thing?
Might be.
It could be trouble, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Won't come back alive.
Yeah, that's it.
So we have to
Live
take
dangerously.
We have to take a vote. Steve Conti is may or may not be intimately involved with the person that's keeping track of the shares, and he shared it. Do we enter him in the contest?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you know what? He's his own person. He's at home. He's not
It's a
here. I say
random-
he's entered.
It's
Steve, you're
randomly
entered.
generated.
He seems trustworthy.
I only see his name.
Hey.
In fact, she just put it there.
See his share.
Oh,
Wasn't there
God.
before. Wow.
There's that.
So now we have 9 shares.
The
All right.
podcast versions some questions.
Oh, that's right. All right. Well, we only have one podcast version.
Some questions. So you have 2 questions.
I have 3 questions actually.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it.
But she's a pro at this, though, because she's been with us from early on, and she knows there's no fooling her, because that's the tell. When we ask her the loofah question, it's the tell, and when we ask her the death row sub and meal, like, she's not gonna have us hanging for 5 minutes, like trying to think about it, because she probably has it locked down.
Well,
So
Timmy, why don't you ask Timmy?
Timmy, death row meal. The warden comes in and he says, tomorrow's the day we're going to execute you. We'll get you a sub from any sub shop anywhere in the world. What's the sub? Can't be homemade. What's the sub and what's the shop you're getting it from?
I get it from Just Variety, the turkey dinner. The Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, those
Oh,
are great.
like with
roll
a,
up with cranberry sauce and stuffing. It's unbelievable.
does he do that year round?
And you got to write that down.
He
for
does.
Yeah, and it must weigh a pound. It's so heavy.
That
So-
might be the thing I
But it's
miss
awesome.
most from giving him.
I got an Italian there yesterday, and I had cut it in half, individually wrapped. They don't give you, some places give you a hard time when you ask for that. No hard time at all. I brought it to the beach, put it in the cooler, ate it. 5 hours later, crisp, no sogginess at all. Tremendous job.
The maggots.
So death
My salad.
death row meal. Meal from any restaurant anywhere, has to, not home cooked though.
Yeah, the lobster the other day. Lobster roll was one of the best I've ever had.
Really?
Oh, they're
Yeah.
so
That's a
good.
new
Yep.
one. That's a lobster.
That was a great,
It's
wasn't it
so
a great
good.
lobster roll?
Yeah.
And the
I
hand cut
think it's one of
fries.
the best I've ever had.
Yeah, they did a
They
special.
do hand cut fries there?
Well, they're like chips, but yeah, like hand
Chips.
cuts.
Oh, I like
They're
that.
Yeah, they
so
were really
good.
good. They were nice thick
Yeah, they
cut.
serve it in a little cardboard box, and it's
And it was a $20 deal, but regularly $25.
I think
which
they're
is still-
regularly 25. They were doing a $20 deal, and I agree with Timmy. It was probably one of the best, if
Have they
in the
opened
top
this
3
side?
lobster rolls I've ever had.
A tour of the place, and it was it's going to be amazing.
I mean, what was
Caraway.
the style of that? Was that main style or was it mayo? What was the style of that roll?
It had a little mayo on it, and she put a little chive on the top of it, like a,
Very lightly.
but it, yeah, very lightly. But it was light mayo, and it was amazing.
Did she butter and grill the roll
they're
too?
not-
Roll the roll.
They're not open yet inside, right?
No,
No.
just take out only.
Jamie ate hers like she was going to the electric chair.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, it was like
It's my death row meal.
just like scraps left in the box, and it was fast.
I was in a rush.
Susan Gould Corviello says, who's the guy in the clam shirt?
Hey, Grandma.
Grammy. Hey, Grammy.
Granny.
Grammy. So that was your death row meal. And if you, so say you were going to pick up a loofah for the house, what color loofah would it be?
Oh, this is important.
Probably navy.
Navy blue. All right. We're going to go to the tape.
I'm gonna leave for this part.
Okay, here it is. According to the loofah code, when visiting the Villages, Florida's friendliest swinger community, the blue is the lowest level of full swap, those who can play well with others.
Nice.
So yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You get that going for
You
you,
got that going for you.
which is nice.
You know, I think the deal is the address.
Tell about that in case
We're not
somebody
gonna
picks
tell it.
teal.
Yeah. Well, I love the fact that when we ask the question, you could tell the people that say that when we have guests on, and they say, "Oh, I love the podcast," and they don't, and then you ask them the question and they don't
Have an idea.
have an idea, and you're totally surprised, and that's the tell
That's
that
why
they
you
don't
didn't
watch
ask
the
me.
podcast. You know.
Got him every time.
Yeah, them every time. What was your death row sub?
Oh, mine? I thought I deferred it to Timmy.
No, we're both. He's
Oh,
your
okay.
podcast version
All
too.
I would say Virgilio's, the St. Joseph's.
St. Joseph sub
Yeah.
sandwich.
You write
Did,
that
now,
down?
do you put? Hey, Everybody here has everybody here had a St. Joseph sandwich?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody. So, what is your? Do you have it just the way they make it, oil and seasonings, or do you put mustard on it?
I do oil and seasoning.
Oil and
do
seasoning.
the way they
Everybody
make it.
oil and seasoning. I think I'm the
Same.
only person that puts mustard as well.
No mustard.
I've never thought of it. That sounds like that would be good.
Yeah, I grew up having them that way, and I just continued.
I had the Mudiga steak. We had the Mudiga steak that Jim Delpierre brought us for lunch.
Fantastic.
I've never had sauce on a Mudiga steak before. They had the sauce on it.
Yes.
Palm, it's really good.
That's right. Yeah, I'm thinking if you just ask for the Mudiga steak, they serve it with the sauce,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
Mm.
Did you give us the death row meal?
I didn't. I'm thinking about it. 'Cause there's
No.
so many
Give us the no.
options.
Give us the
I-
Jeopardy
I
music.
do love. I do. Pardon me. I do love the Azorian, and excuse me.
It's got a little frog in our mouth.
And
Azorian.
I like their Azorian steak tips.
Oh, really? Azorian steak tips.
It's
Death row.
always delicious. Every
Consistent.
Yeah.
There you go. And what color was your loofah?
White.
Oh,
I don't know
all
what
right.
white
Let's go to the
means.
tape.
I never saw a colored one.
The white is for novices and beginners.
Okay.
There you go, Annie Rochon, white loofah according to the Swingers Code in the Villages, Florida's friendliest hometown. If you fly the white loofah from your golf cart, you're a novice and a beginner. So probably looking for some tips on the whole swinging thing. I'm guessing.
Gets me every
Joey,
time.
I'd be remiss if I didn't remind people of one of Gloucester's favorite things that have come to us over the past 10 years and look forward to it each and every year. The Bluefin Blowout is coming up.
Oh yeah, it is coming up.
July 24th through 27th. The actual two fishing days are the 26th and 27th. On Monday is the gala event on the 24th for the fundraiser, which is a major fundraiser for Alzheimer's.
Sold out.
And it's sold out.
Yep.
And Tuesday is the captain's meetings.
Yeah.
And Wednesday's the barbecue.
And Wednesday is the barbecue, Annie. Thank you.
With them with the table.
And this year,
Oh, you did?
Yeah, myself, McCarthy, Jeff Amaro, Steve Noble.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Great time.
this year's
They do the
barbecue,
barbecue, too.
we have a special performer this year, Francois Samard, which is married to Ray Bork's daughter, Melissa, and he's performing at the barbecue this year alongside me, or in addition to, not alongside.
Thank you. That's awesome information. I have to give a shout out. Have you guys participated? Because you guys live right down the street from Food Truck Fridays down here, 23 East Main Street.
I haven't been there yet, but everyone's been raving about it.
Have you?
No, is it the
No,
taco
I haven't.
one?
No, I
Well,
mean,
so on Fridays they have like three of them.
Oh, okay.
So we went. I had Ross Franklin's taco truck. I got the not show us your tots, and I got a Greek taco, and then but something that was off the charts. I feel terrible that I don't have a picture of it, but I'm going to post it on the blog. They the barbecue guy Doug Kiles, he has something called the All-In
Oh,
Bowl.
I saw his video.
Great
on
guy,
that,
too.
so, yeah.
Oh my God! Fritos on the bottom, rib meat.
Fritos.
Barbecue, yes, yeah, barbecue rib meat, coleslaw, and mac and cheese, all layers, just decadence. And I got it, and I went over to Castaways. I shared some with Paul Gigaloni. I put it in his hand, and his hand went like this. It was so heavy. So if you're in that kind of a maybe, you just smoke some weed and you get the munchies. I can't think of a bigger munchy kind of thing than this. Off the charts. I know it's on Chris's vodka. It's not on Chris's vodka and salmon diet.
I break it every once in a while. I mean, and I've heard really great things about the brisket over there, so I've been wanting to try it.
He's legit.
And his baked beans are probably some of the best baked beans that I've ever had. The process he shared with me, the way that he makes them, which I cannot disclose, but they are absolutely to die for.
Yeah.
The
I
baked
love it.
beans.
I knew you were a fan of that because I remember after your accident, they sort of dedicated all of the baked bean sales to you.
Another thing that's coming up is Thursday is the concerts down at Harbor Loop.
Oh.
That's where the taco truck is. Too.
Ross Franklin.
On that note, what's in a Greek taco?
There was feta. It was like, you know, what you would imagine was in a Greek taco.
Lamb?
Yeah, like lamb. And,
Okay.
and I don't, you know, it may have been chicken. I don't know. After
Oh,
you
yeah,
get done with all the seasonings and everything else, it could have been any kind of protein.
Yeah.
Duck. It might have been that deer that you hit on the road there.
She did.
I did not hit the
Didn't
deer.
you? Didn't you hit a deer?
I drove by the deer that was hit.
Poor thing.
Oh,
After Jimmy killed the rooster?
after Jimmy
was-
killed in Key West and backed over it to make sure it was dead.
No.
Oh, God.
Jimmy Dalpias on the
poor-
golf cart.
The little deer, the poor
Hammered.
deer, put his little deer lips down to the puddle to have a drink of water.
Oh, God.
And then, bam!
No, Jimmy Dalpias. He
Car debris.
My cousin Vinny,
I
you
was
got
gonna
it,
say,
Jimmy.
What was that from?
It was so we're in Key West for a guys trip, and there was the mama hen, and then all the little baby chicks. And Jimmy's driving the golf cart with 6 of us on the golf cart, and they clipped the last little baby chicken, and the mother was like frantically like circling it while it was all squished. And Jimmy didn't, unbeknownst, he thought he was gonna hit another one in front of him, so he put it in reverse. And he backed over it.
Oh, no.
It was unbelievable. I felt so bad for that poor little chicken.
Not Jimmy, but the chicken.
No, not Jimmy. Poor Jimmy. How
Somebody cast Jimmy in a different light.
So this guy, Bill Rinn, the guy that Pat has her illicit affair with and overserves him at the Emerson Inn all the time, the bartender, he came down the block, the wharf on Friday because he's going to be in that show on the Maritime Gloucester's, the Annisquam Village Players. He's part of them. Very, very important actor. And so his role is a fishmonger in like 1912. So when he asked me if he could come down, I said to him, I can only imagine how this is written, because in every single depiction of the fishmonger or the fish dealer, it's always the fucking monster asshole, right? He's always the guy that's trying to keep the guys down and everything, you know. And I consider us as like, you know, partners with our fishermen, and like really I'm very close friends with a lot of my fishermen and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh God, you know, here I am. I'm gonna help this guy, and he's got to go portray in his role the rotten fish dealer guy that is keeping the poor fishermen down.
Conflict of interest.
Conflict. So anyway, I invited him, right? And it's like it was hot out. It was muggy and hot out. And he came, and he just came down. He didn't offer to bring any coffees or anything.
Long story short.
No, so we had this game. So Eloise came at the same time. She went to Shore Nutrition. She brought me a Shore Nutrition, and she brought one for herself. She brought me she got a poke bowl at Kanaka Poke, just as it turns out. So we had fun with him. He was sitting in the office, me, Eloise, and we're waiting for the boats to come in. We just kept hammering him. I'm like, I go, Eloise, would you ever go someplace that, you know, you ask someone to do something and not come with like some cookies or coffee?
You
or
hammered
anything?
this guy, huh?
We just hammered the fuck out of him, and he didn't pick up on it for like an hour and a half, and he finally picked up on it, and he went and got me an iced coffee.
No kidding.
Yeah,
You had to shame him into
We
it.
had to shame him into it, but in
I was
the
just
end,
going to say,
what?
Nothing.
What I brought these cookies.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, those look great.
Yeah,
Are they cookie brownies?
they're kind of,
Chocolate chip.
what do you call those? Someone,
Hermit.
what do you, hermit?
There's no ganja in those.
They're more of
Those
a
look-
chocolate chip, like chocolate chip style cookie.
No
Those look
raisins,
really
right?
good.
No
Would you have
raisins.
maybe used a reusable bag,
Who
though?
made those in your
What?
family? I know someone in your family.
Sorry. Actually, I can't take credit for this though. My sister Felicia made these.
Of course she did.
Yeah.
She makes.
You're
she's
going to offer
incredible.
Jamie one? You're just going to put him back
No,
down?
we'll
What are you
have him
doing over
later.
there?
We'll
Hey,
have
have
him
one,
later.
Jamie, please.
No, not right.
No, we want to have you do the taste test.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're gonna tasting Sister Felicia's chocolate chip. Anybody
if
else?
it's anything-
Anyone else want one? While I have the bag open.
We
If
had
it's-
to- guys, we had to shame him
Can I
into
just
it.
have like a little piece? If
did
it's
take an
anything
hour
like
and
the
a
bread
half.
she makes,
I'll have a little
I know it's
piece.
going to be
too.
incredible.
Break
I agree with
that.
that one.
Yeah, give some to us. You want some, Scotty?
A little piece.
I'll
Why
break that
not?
in half.
Yeah.
Joe, is that your sister's recipe?
Yeah, Felicia made them. Yeah.
Anybody?
There you go. Thank
Anyone?
you.
You're welcome.
Good.
I'm still full from the thing from Kiki.
The Queen of Mons?
The Queen of Mons. The other thing that I need to have.
Oh.
Which is,
Gotta
like,
try
what's
that.
his name?
She didn't skimp on the
So
chocolate.
good.
Yeah, Jimmy, have a full one,
Those are really
please,
good.
because we're not gonna eat them. Here, take that, please.
Wow.
Those are good.
Anybody want a full one before I put them
Presentation
down?
aren't too
All right. How many shares do we have?
9.
9 shares. Okay, we're gonna go to the tape. Right here. There's the chat. Okay.
All the stars for Felicia.
All the stars. All right. Just gonna make sure. Oh, Pat McNally says they're blondies. Wayne Moulton says Congo bars. And then Pat McNally went back over it and said Congo bars.
Oh, mine's got some deer meat in it.
Oh God.
So there's
Can't
that.
unsee what I saw on the way here.
Oh, Kim Lufkin from the food truck was watching while we gave her that nice plug. Thank you, Kim. I'm gonna post a video. I did a whole video of your shop. Did I post that? Did you see it? Did I post
You
it
did a
already?
video of in there? Oh,
No, I did
I
a
was like, it's
video
a disaster.
of. No, I did a video of the food truck,
Better.
the barbecue food truck. All right, 1 to 9 for the shares, and you're picking hat or sweatshirt. Hat or sweatshirt.
Comment what size for the sweatshirt too.
And you can pick it up.
It's unisex sizing.
Okay. I gotta find my random number picker. There it is. 1 to 9. All right, here we go. And for first pick, number 4.
Elaine Kelly Kirkman.
Elaine, that's a first time win for her, I think. I've never heard her name. Elaine Kelly Kirkman. Say which hat or sweatshirt, and if the person that gets the second pick says it before you, they can trump you. Number 2.
Number 2 is the next one.
Annie fell asleep.
Annie, number 2.
It's
Oh, number two.
Oh, sorry, Patrick McNally.
Pat McNally, number 2.
Hey, Pat
I
McNally.
thought
the
the second.
second.
I thought he was saying the
Pat
second.
McNally is a big winner too, and it always takes him like 5 months to come pick up his thing. It's always,
I'll leave it with you,
I thought
Joey.
gave her
No.
the-
it's always bouncing. No, you know what? Can he pick it up at the one? Because he'd be likely to buy more merchandise at the shop in Rockport.
I can leave it at the Rockport shop, yeah.
All right, so you're gonna pick it up. Oh, Patrick, which one do you want? Neither one is picked. It's hanging in the balance, hat or
He
sweatshirt.
just said yeah. Not,
I know he's gonna, and he's a veteran. He's won so many times. He should know that he's gonna say hat or. All right, Patrick. He still hasn't said hat. Good day to all, Wayne Moulton. We still don't have who picked what. I think the other Kirkman woman probably isn't here. Rockport shop sweatshirt. Pat McNally gets the sweatshirt, and the other. I need if you could leave that
Yep.
the names.
List.
Leave the names with Jamie so that she knows. when
And
they
what
pick up.
size sweatshirt?
Oh yeah, Patrick. What size sweatshirt would you are you? I think he's a large because he was very particular. I had a different size, and he's like, "That's not going to work for me."
At the Rockport
He's like he's a fit guy, and he wants it to fit him in a very particular way.
I'd like to do something before in closing.
Yes.
I'd like to give my seat up to Timmy Matheson. Timmy, have a seat.
I already tried.
It's great content.
He said, and I quote, I'm in no shape to be on camera this morning.
I love it. All
I already
right.
tried to give mine.
Rich, I have never seen you in all of my days of serving Timmy. I've
Well,
never
Jeff
seen you.
Amaro.
I've never-
Hey, Mike
Sent
Bertolino,
us all
thank you for
party.
that nice comment. We had a lot of fun providing this show. Don't forget, One Ocean, One Love shop online. Also, if you can't go to her retail shop on Bearskin Neck, and the address on Bearskin Neck is
6 Bearskin Neck.
6. Oh, my lucky number, 6 Bearskin Neck. For the retail shop, they have a tremendous variety of gifts and wear for yourself or for your friends or your family. If not, can't get there, go online. They have an awesome website, very easy to navigate. Good friends of ours, and we like to share the love. So there's that. You have any shows coming up?
I think I have one in 2 weeks at Machaca.
Ooh, my cookies.
Yeah.
Scotty, you got any shows coming up?
Do I have any shows coming up? No.
No shows for Scotty, but he is available for DJing. So there's that. All right, we're gonna go out with our usual song from Over the Bridge. Everybody have a great day. From Ocean, One Love, and good morning, Gloucester. We'll see you.
Real quick, July 13th, next Thursday at the Elks. That's my next show.
Oh, you got a show down. Is it for members only, or is it for?
Members and guests.
And guests can go.
Yes.
Wait, guests of members. You can't
Guests
just show
of
randomly.
members.
You have to be signed in.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. All right, you heard it here. Everybody have a great day.
Little town with big news. 411 come get the scoop. Wake up with Joe and the rest of his crew. It's good. good morning, Gloucester, to you. Oh, it's good morning, Gloucester, to you. I say